Hey guys, I'm waiting here catching Tink, and I'm in New York, and I don't know about you, but the weather has just been absolutely crazy. I don't know whether to put the blanket on, take the blanket off. Last night it stayed like 60 degrees till like 12 midnight, and then all of a sudden it dropped down to 40. What is that? Like, how do you work with that? You know, you don't want the horse to be too hot, but you want them to be warm. And then especially if you clip them or they're an older horse, it's very confusing weather. So I'm definitely looking forward for the weather to kind of shift a little bit and to be more consistent. Right now I'm just waiting for Tink. I've noticed that today before I got here, I was told that he was in his paddock, which I'll show you his paddock. Okay, it's right back of me over here. And he was sitting there when the other horse was in, lunging at him, bucking and rearing the whole time, just being his crazy self. And she's like, I don't think he likes my horse. I'm like, well, he technically doesn't like anybody. He's just very alpha. He's an alpha male. And I'm having the same thing as the other day. He's sitting out in the sun. Let's see if you can see him. There he is, enjoying himself, ignoring me, which is okay. I don't really care because I'm in no rush anyway. And I actually have his mash cooking right now, which I do a mash that is a Timothy slash like alfalfa blend, and I heat it up really nice, and then I kind of wait for all the little cubes to just expand and to pop, and then I bring him in. And I'm also going to show you in this video what it looks like when I feed him. So I did give him a little hay because he wound up not eating the hay that was on the ground for breakfast. And I find that he does that when he doesn't like the hay, or he poops in it or whatever, because he's a real messy eater. I'm even thinking about getting him something to put on the ground, like a big pan, like a horse pan or tray to put on to kind of keep everything together, because he makes a mess, he steps in it, he poops in it, and then he'll want to eat it. He's gotten to be a real prima donna, if you ask me. Yeah, this is what I'm faced with, but it's okay. And now I'm just waiting. He's sitting here relaxing in the sun. He's got his sheet on because he is body clipped, and he's just sitting here relaxing. But I'm gonna come over to him. Usually I just sit here and wait, but I'm just gonna come over and just enjoy a little space with him. And he sees me. He's looking right away at me. He sees I'm coming. But we're gonna enjoy a little space together, and I'm not gonna halter him right away. Because how would you like to be haltered right away if you were a horse? Hi. Hi. What's happening? You resting? That white stuff on his legs is like poultice, because I poultice his legs. Okay, so here we are. Hi. Say hi to everyone. Yes, it's a phone. You see that? I let him breathe into it and breathe it. See? You see what it is? Sometimes we have to just let them see what something is. Come on. Come in. And here we go. See? I don't have to do much. He'll follow. Hi. Sometimes we don't always have to like halter them. Like, let them have a decision that they want to come with you. And he's following. I have my halter right here. See? I didn't even put anything on. He's following. He knows the drill. And now I'm going to show you how I do this with food. Let me just put this right here, because I'm actually by myself. So we're going to just halter him. So the way I halter him, I don't know if the camera can see this, but what I do is, yeah, I don't have anything. He's smelling me. He doesn't know what I have. I'm just going to take the halter and let him put his head in. Okay, you can't even see that, but he just put his head in. And I'm going to just nicely put the halter on. I'm not going to like buckle it totally because I don't need to, but I'm going to tell him to back up. Back up. Back up. Let me just get a little bit more. Back up. Back. Very slight. See? Little pressure, not a lot. I'm going to open the gate, and he's going to follow me through. Come on. And I'm going to make sure that he has enough room to turn into a stall, because that's a big thing. You want to make sure. And we have hay here. And now I'm not going to let him like bulldoze me to get the hay. He's going to have to make like a nice conscious, he's going to have to be very, wait for it, you see. I want him to take off the halter with ease. He's not bombarding me. Give him a little pat. And there he goes for the hay. And this is how we do it. So your horse is not running at you, sitting there having bad behaviors. Another thing is when you're feeding hay for dinner, make sure to put them in their stalls, back them up. Also, don't allow them to have bad behaviors where they're sitting there banging the walls, biting everyone, you know, the air and stuff. We don't want that. We want to have really nice behaviors, and we want them to be mindful of us and what we're doing. And next I'm going to show you how I do it with the mash. It's similar, but it's also just showing us that we need to slow them down and let them have a conscious and let them think about us. Okay, well, I have Tink's mash here. I'm just going to bend down, show you. Here it is. It's been sitting for about like 20 minutes, half hour. I put hot water in it and I give it to him hot, more or less in the fall, and then spring, and then winter. So here he comes. He knows. So here's his bucket. I have his pink bucket right here. And I'm gonna just pour it in like so. Now, I like to make sure that like I get out all the stuff. So, see, I'm just gonna put my hand in here, and then look at him. He's over there. He's not sitting here making any choices to come forward, because he knows that I have to fix it and I'm in charge. And I'm not saying you can't eat now, but I just want to make sure it's ready for him to eat. And I love how he's standing in back of me and he's not being aggressive in any sort of way. He smells my hand. See, he's right here. He's not being aggressive. So look what's going to happen. I'm going to walk away, and then he's going to go. Piggy. He's listening to something, so he's more worried about what's over there right now. I guess because there's some sort of animals or something. So he's looking back at me to guard, see if his food is guarded. Now here he comes. He realizes it's okay to eat, so here he comes, looking. Now a lick and chew. Now we're into the bucket. So since he's a prey animal, horses are always gonna sit there and make sure before they can eat, they're gonna sit here and they're gonna listen to the noises. It's a little windy today, so he's a little bit more curious. But do you see how I've created for him to have his best behavior when I feed him? I created that. Now, the way I created that is I was always standing in front of the bucket patiently, and I'm not just standing there because I have to stand there just to torture my horse. No, I'm standing there, and anytime he would come at me and like push me with his nose or do something like a little nibble or something, I would just give him a little tiny push away on his neck area, letting him know that no, you have to make a better choice. You know, come, I want you to come, but not aggressive. Make a better choice, and so forth, and have patience. And over time, this didn't work out right away. Over time, he got to be less of food aggressive and have more patience. And I find that he has more patience with me overall in everything I do, whether it be cross ties, in the stall, bathing him, brushing him. He just has a lot more patience due to this. So maybe, you know, it's just an idea to work on it with your horse at home. But yeah, all right, thanks, bye.